Hello, YouTube. This is Natanis Likens, and we need to redo my review of Overwatch 2. The reason for that is I made a huge mistake, and yep, I made a big mistake. In the original review, I kept blaming EA for a lot of the problems. I'm sorry, EA, that was completely and utterly wrong. It is actually Activision that has taken over Blizzard or partnered with them, whatever it is. So yeah, everything I said in the original review pertaining to EA was completely and utterly wrong. I was actually referring to Activision, but for some reason my brain was thinking EA. I do apologize for that. That is a huge mistake on my part. So we are going to go back over this. I'm going to take the other video off and hopefully correct this. Now, logging in today, I did notice we now have a shop button here. Uh, I don't really see a whole lot here. It looks like it's coin based, and I don't really know the difference between all the different coins because there are three different coins that you can get. And again, we got microtransactions. I am not a big fan of that. Activision, and I do mean Activision, is the one that's responsible for all the microtransactions. Again, I do apologize for that confusion. That was a huge mistake on my part. But yeah, so we got new shops here with new bundles, it looks like, and some skins that you can get with the purchase coins. Yeah, and that's about all I saw with that. That is something brand new from when I originally did the review. So let's go back over it. Okay, so first off, we got three new characters to talk about, and I do want to clarify some things from the original video. Let's start off with the new tank, Junker Queen. Wait for her to load in. Okay, first off, her model looks a bit odd. It is really weird looking. I did look at some of her skins. I don't think any of her skins are any better. She's just a weird looking character. I don't think she's extremely weird. Like, there's another character I think looks really weird. This is her setup. So she is kind of a health steal tank. So she has some abilities that allow her to steal health from other players while doing damage. Uh, she is kind of a cross between a couple of different characters. I do know that her thrown dagger or blade or whatever it is kind of like Roadhog's in that she throws it at him and then she can pull the person towards her. It's very very similar to Roadhog, and then she has her command shout is kind of a cross between uh, Orisa's shift shield thing and also Trobjorn's armor increase, but it also affects her allies too. So that is interesting. Her rampage ultimate is kind of odd. Like it's similar to Reinhardt's in that it attacks in a line, but it also causes her to charge forward for a short period of time. Yeah, I'm not I did play her in practice. I'm not a big fan of her playstyle, so I don't see me ever playing Junker Queen. Uh, I just I'm just not a big fan of the character overall. Her model is a little bit weird. I don't think it's terrible by any means. It does look good. Her abilities are kind of off-putting to me a little bit. Uh, it just seems like a weird character to make a tank. But yeah, that is Junker Queen. One thing I do need to note is Doomfist has been moved over to being a tank. Now, I don't remember if the last time I played Overwatch, Doomfist was moved to tank. I don't really know how I feel about that. It does make more sense for him to be a tanky character, but some of his engage abilities just make me feel like he should still be a flank type character. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really play Doomfist, same as Junker Queen. I'm not a big fan of the play style that is involved with Doomfist. So the other new characters we got Sojourn. And when I said in the original video, I do not like her character model at all. I think the color of her arms and legs, being that they are robotic. Let me make that clear. These are robotic. I think this is off-putting. I don't know why they found this necessary to make her robotic implants the same color of her skin. It is She is slightly different from Doomfist. She is. I forgot I've got that. I don't have that skin. Okay, whatever. That's weird. Doomfist is augmented. I just realized they did the same thing with him. Why did they do that? What I was going to say is I know that his arm is partially robotic, but he has been augmented. He is not completely omnic. Uh, yeah, I really don't like the way he looks either, and I want to be clear about this. I don't like the way that looks or she looks. I do really enjoy Lucio and his skins and Baptiste and his skins. I really need to get more games with Baptiste. But anyway, let's get back to Sojourn. Her abilities. Uh, Despite what I said, it's her character model I have a problem with. Her abilities are amazing. Like, I love these. So she's got the typical soldier ground slide. And what I mean by that is some of the more modern Call of Duties giving you the ability to slide on the ground, like a tactical slide. She's got that. I do like that. That is nice. Her railgun has an auto fire and then a huge damage shot. This is really good. Really good. I really like that. I love how it feels. I love playing with it. And then she's got this energy shot. It's supposed to snare targets. It says right there, burst that snares and deals damage to enemies. I have not seen the snare actually work, so I don't think the snare is actually there. But it does feel good. It's a nice little damage AoE that deals quite a bit of damage actually when they walk into it. I know when I was in the practice arena, I was destroying the bots, the Omnic bots there pretty easily with that ability. And then her ultimate is Overclock. Railgun energy auto charges for a short duration. Okay, so her alternate fire is a railgun shot that I believe has like a 5 somewhere between a 10-second and 5-second cooldown. This just means it's pretty quick. Not quite rapid fire, but you can get off. I think I was able to get off about 5 shots of her alternate fire during her ultimate. So overall, she feels really good. Like, I really enjoyed playing her. I'm looking forward to actually trying her in a match because I have not gone as damage yet. Uh, if you're an Overwatch fan, you know going in as damage, being that they separated what you can queue as, is kind of annoying. You usually have a long wait if you're going damage, so I usually just kind of skip it. But yeah, her abilities feel amazing. I love the character. As far as her abilities, I am not too happy with this character model. It does look a little awkward in spots. I did note that I do like her Captain Chase skin, I believe it was. Wait for it to load it. Yeah, this one. I do love this. This looks amazing. I like how they did this. I do like that we got almost like full leg pants here. And some of the tactical belts. I'm not sure why there's belts around her hips right here when there's nothing attached to it. Well, I mean, it it's not really her hips. You get what I'm saying, though. But yes, this looks great, and I do like the coloration for the tundra. So we got the blue belts everywhere as a nice little highlight detail, and then we've got the white on what I assume is supposed to be like a jacket, and then her jumpsuit is kind of a black color. Maybe a little bit of gray, maybe this is a little bit of a blue gray here, but this color combo to me looks great. It looks a heck of a lot better than her standard one. I'm just not a fan of this, and again, I'm not a fan of the model overall. Her abilities are amazing, though. I really do want to get into a match and actually use this character, but that'll come sometime later because I usually don't queue up as damage simply because of wait times. So on we go to support, and the new character we got for support is Kiriko. And Kiriko is the poster child for the new cinematic. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest going and watching it. Um, I do find it a little bit odd that they made her a support when the cinematic kind of shows her more as a DPS damage type character. Uh, but her abilities are pretty good. They're going to take a little bit of time getting used to. I do know that I screwed up badly with her, but I misunderstood how this ability right here, Swift Step. I misunderstood how this worked. I thought it was a dash, but as you can see, teleport directly to an ally. So it works similar to Mercy's. I don't know if it works through walls because, like I said, I was screwing up using her, and I was trying to use this as a dash, and I didn't understand that until I went back and seen that it says teleport directly to ally. So you have to target an ally in order to do that. So I don't know if it works through walls. So over here, you got your main attack is not actually attack. This is how you heal. It puts up a little 5-card symbol, and you send out those cards, and it heals whoever. There is a little bit of auto targeting with that, and there's a little bit of control over it. So if you point at somebody specifically, it should go to them. But if somebody that also needs to be healed steps in the way, the healing cards may go to them instead. And then her alternate fire is her kunai that she throws. I don't remember how many kunais she can throw. It works similar to Genji, where she's got a set amount. I think Genji is like 3. I think she has like 15 kunais that she can throw. I don't remember. Her E, the protective you know what? I don't know how to say that. Suzo. Um, yeah, it does its job. I don't think it's that great. It is kind of an odd ability, and it, like I said, I'm not used to her yet. So until I get some use and practice with using this particular ability, I can't really say much on it. She does possess the wall climb ability that both Genji and Hanzo have. They have reestablished Hanzo's ability to climb walls. Just so you know, they originally took that away and gave him like an air dash. Well, now he has reclaimed the ability to climb walls, so that gives us 3 different characters that can climb walls. Her ultimate, Kitsune Rush. This is really interesting. So it's a straightforward area that any of your teammates within that area, they're going to have accelerated movement, accelerated attack speed, and cooldowns. So their cooldowns are going to be way faster. It is very interesting, and I really did enjoy using that. This ability does feel pretty good. It does suffer from the fact that it is a specific area that it's got to go into. Um, that area is not that narrow per se, but considering there's a lot of twists and turns, I do find it a bit awkward to find a good spot to put it down. Um, it does feel good though. It feels really nice when you use this and you're inside it and your allies are inside it because your cooldowns are just insane. I could easily see this and Sojourn being a really good mix together. But yeah, that's the new characters. And there's one other thing I wanted to point out here. We got 2 more characters to talk about, but there's one other thing I wanted to point out here. Gone is Bastion. You can look around. I'll give you a few seconds. Bastion is just gone. He's not listed anywhere here. Yeah, I don't know why they removed Bastion on the list. They are going through some balancing with him. Yeah, I don't know. He's gone. So I don't know what they're doing with Bastion. A few other notables: Osiris. Sorry, Orisa. Her abilities have changed. So her energy ball that used to bring close by targets back to that central point is now gone. You now have this javelin launcher. It it does deal a little bit of damage and stun them. And it says that it has more effect if the enemy hits a wall. Uh, I haven't tried her at all. other than in practice, and I didn't really notice a difference with that. And then her shield is also gone now. They have this javelin spin, which does the same thing as the shield used to, only this is very short. It only has a few seconds, and it's specifically on her. So, I mean, you can get behind her kind of like you did the shield, but it's specifically on her. Um, I did play a few matches where one of the tanks, or sorry, the tank, they have changed the dynamic of teams. The tank played Orisa, and I definitely noticed a major nerf in her playstyle, being that they completely changed this. They also changed her ultimate. Yeah, her ultimate feels weak to me. Again, I did not get to play her. I was playing beside her, and we pretty much got destroyed. Um, yeah, Orisa definitely feels really nerfed with the changes, but because they did recently release Overwatch 2, and her abilities have completely changed, it's probably going to take some long-time Orisa players time to get used to the changes for her. Another couple of changes we got to talk about is McCree. McCree is no longer McCree, he is now Cassidy. I don't understand why they do that. I seem to remember hearing something about them changing his name simply to make him uh, more of a cowboy name that people recognize. I don't like that. I wish they would have just kept it McCree. I don't know why they changed that. I don't know why I'm on this skin either. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take his Overwatch 2 skin. We'll just go equip that real quick. I'm not going to get into a game. This is just going over some of the things that I have found. They did change his ability a little bit. So you can see that he's still got the combat roll. He's still got Deadeye. Those are the exact same. His main attack and alternate attack are still the same. What has changed about him is gone is the stun grenade. So there's no longer the stun grenade one hit combo that McCree used to have. That is completely gone. Now instead we have this grenade that does deal damage, and it does have a little bit of a homing ability on it. I did note in the practice arena that it is very hit or miss on whether or not the grenade is going to actually home in on a target. That was something that I thought was very weird. It didn't feel that good. I do like the change of getting rid of his stun, but I feel like for McCree mains, this is kind of a nerf because really that was their only trick that they had with McCree, and now it's gone. I am thankful that it is gone because I don't have to put up with being stunned and then instantly killed. Um, but I feel bad for McCree players because that one trick pony is now gone. You don't have it anymore. I did note that they really increase his damage. He can essentially two-shot people now. Yeah, his damage is way up, and so is Trobjorn's. Now, the reason the lock is here, you can read it right there. He is banned in ranked play. That is probably because when they did Overwatch 2, they really upped his damage. I noticed that he was one-shotting people, and this was not just with any one of his abilities. This was pretty much all of his abilities were one-shotting people. So he needs to be rebalanced badly. Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball, I feel like they need to rebalance too because I do believe Wrecking Ball has the highest amount of health of any character right now, and he has an energy shield. Wrecking Ball is pretty much immortal right now. Like the team that I got him with the other day, we went up against the Wrecking Ball and we just could not kill him. His damage is a little too high alongside his health and his own energy shield, so we just couldn't take him down. He was just absolutely destroying us. Okay, Zarya, because I missed this in my original review. Zarya, her damage range has been increased. Yeah, her weapon beam is way longer. Used to, I think it was something like melee range just normally. Now it's more like a mid-range attack, so be wary of that. Her range is way bigger now. So yeah, she is a big threat. Zarya is definitely one of those characters that I never really liked playing. I don't like the play style of her. Uh, so I find that change to her interesting. She is even more of a threat nowadays than when she was in Overwatch 2. Sorry, in Overwatch. But yeah, that's pretty much the only notables I happened to see while I was testing out characters, seeing what was changed. Not a whole lot. The main changes that I noticed were to Orisa and McCree. I refuse to call him Cassidy. To McCree. Some of the others, well, I mean, Hanzo did regain his ability to climb walls, but that was kind of like, okay, why'd you guys take it away if you're just going to give it right back? But yeah, that's the characters and everything. So let's talk about another point, and this is why I actually originally made the review. You may notice the loot boxes are gone. No more loot boxes, no more randomizing of every single item in the game. That is completely gone. I do feel like this is a step backwards because of what they've done. They have gone with the Battle Pass. I cannot stand Battle Passes. And as you can see here, I have gotten up to rank 3 in the Battle Pass. I'm not paying for it. I do not like battle passes at all. So we did unlock the very first free one. We got another free one here and another one there. And then on down the line, there's even more free items you can get. But pretty much the bulk of everything you have to get through paying the $10 every time there's a new battle pass. I don't like that. Activision, I hate you and your microtransactions with a passion. I do not like that. Now, one thing you may have noticed when we were on the heroes screen is coins. Coins are still available, but there's a major issue with them. So, without the loot boxes, in the past in Overwatch, if you got a repeat item, it would refund that for coins. And you had a chance to get small amounts of coins, big amounts of coins, and an extra large amount of coins. Um, that's gone. Now, instead, if we come over here to challenges and we go to weekly, you'll notice that these numbers here are Battle Pass XP, and these are the challenges that you can do per week. Let me reiterate that, per week. And you get a whopping, if you get them all done, you get a whopping 60 coins per week. Okay, I don't like this. First off, a lot of the things that you can get as far as skins are thousands of coins, like 1,000 and up. So 60 coins a week, like that's not a whole lot. Like per month, you're probably only going to get 240 coins if you can complete all these. So within a year's time, you might be able to buy one skin, depending on how much that skin costs. I don't like this. I do not like this at all. Honestly, I think they need to get rid of the battle pass, get rid of the loot boxes, and just have us earning coins. This is just absolutely ridiculous. I do not like it. Again, this was the main reason why I wanted to make the reviews, because I did not like how they changed the ability to unlock skins, unlock sprays, and unlock all the other stuff. It's just absolutely wrong in my opinion. I don't like it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about, and this is going to be kind of a dual thing, because you will notice right off that there is not PVE content. I have looked through all of these. If we go to unranked, you can see we got quick play, pick a mode. Quick play, it'll auto assign you a role. And then we got typical deathmatch and mystery hero, where it just randomly picks a hero for you. And then you got the competitive, which pretty much has the same modes. So role pick and then automatically gives you a role. Arcade, again, these are just silly little combinations of modes, and then custom game, like people make custom games. But the point is that the holiday events are gone, they're not around, and we're this close to Halloween, and Junkenstein's Revenge is not available. I really don't like that, because one of the original points that Blizzard made when they were announcing Overwatch 2 is that they were going to include PVE content in order to tell the story of Overwatch. This being from the point that May, Tracer, Flip, May, Tracer, and Winston uh, joined up, and they went to Paris, and then you got Reinhardt, Bridget, Mercy, Echo, and Genji come back. Um, yeah, there's no PVE content. It's nowhere to be found. That is, they lied to us about that. It is not here. I'm not happy about that. And part of the reason why I'm not happy about that is we were also told that they were going to have, for the PVE stuff alone, a talent system that would dynamically change some of the characters. That is nowhere around. I don't see that anywhere. I've looked and looked and looked. That is nowhere to be found. Um, so I'm not too happy about any of those changes or the lack thereof. I don't know why they told us that stuff, and then it's not even here. Like, there's not even an echo of it. That seems to be a trend here lately. I have noticed that in a couple of the things. But yeah, that is completely gone. The other big thing is they told us, excuse me, they told us that we were going to be able to customize the skins. That is a partial lie. What I mean by partial lie is I've only noticed one character that has that, and that is Genji. If we go over here and go to this Cyber Demon skin, we can customize it to an extent. Like, we can change the sword, we can change the pattern on his arms, we can change the mask that he has, and then we can change some of the color schemes. And that's about it. I don't like any of it. And the fact that it is specific to one skin, it just seems ridiculous. Like, I don't know why they bothered doing this. Not to mention, this is a skin you have to earn from the battle pass. Again, I'm not a big fan of the battle pass. I don't know why Activision keeps pushing that. I don't know why Activision keeps pushing microtransactions. I can't stand it. I hate it. And it completely ruins the experience of a game to me if everything you have to earn, you have to pay for. Like, there is no way to just play this game and earn that stuff. You literally have to buy it. And I hate that. Um, but yeah, that's what I've seen so far in this. And I'm not a big fan of what they have done. Activision has pushed this game, in my opinion, backwards. Like, I don't see me actually playing this more unless I get in with, a group of people that I enjoy playing games with. I don't see me playing this very much at all. I know some of the past years that Overwatch has been available, I didn't do a whole lot of playing with it, but it was kind of like a niche game. Like, I had to be in the mood for it. But now I don't even have a desire to play this with all the changes that they did, because now you can't earn anything within a reasonable amount of time. Um, so yeah, that's my opinion on that, and I do apologize again for my huge blunder with the initial review that I did and posted the other day. I don't know what I was thinking. I apologize to EA. It was meant to be Activision. I don't know why I kept saying EA. But yeah, there you go. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I hope you guys start banning anything Activision, because they are just destroying. They are destroying the gaming world. They are the cancer of gaming companies. So take that with a grain of salt. And I will see you guys later.